Good morning, everybody. And last session, I have clearly explained monopoly market structure. Under monopoly market structure, I have mentioned monopolism has a market power, but I have mentioned perfect competition. Under perfect competition, firm can't change market price. Therefore, firms shouldn't accept market price as it is. They can't change market price. But today I'm going to pay attention another market structure. Next market structure I have mentioned. Basically, there are two market structures: perfect competition market structure. Opposite side of the perfect competition market structure is monopoly market structure. Both market structures have been discussed. Therefore, I think let's talk into market structures can be explained easily. Now I'm going to pay attention to discuss basic differences between perfect competition monopoly market and monopolistic competition market. Today I'm going to discuss monopolistic competition market structure. Therefore, first, you should understand clearly how monopoly's market structure can be changed to monopolistic competition market structure. Because within factorial scenarios, there are a number of monopolistic competition markets. There were many monopolistic competition market. Examples can be identified within the practical world, First, pay attention. First slice. It's consists in three columns. The heading of the slide is Monopoly was monopolistic competition. It's been two market structures. And the first column has been given key features or major features of monopolistic competition and monopoly market. Then I am going to explain these features based on given points. First, pay attention. Firms. What do you think about firms? Monopoly, only one firm. And a monopolistic company, monopolistic competition, there are many firms. Under monopoly, only one firm. Then monopolistic competition, there are many firms. Can you understand? Within monopoly market, one firm control entire market. It's mean market demand amount equal to market supply amount. Equal to firm demand amount equal to market demand amount. Firm supply amount equal to market supply amount. Therefore, firm can control entire market. If firm decide to increase market price, then firm can decrease the supply of a firm. Then what will happen? Price will go up. If firm decide to decrease market price, then firm can take necessary action to increase their supply amount. Then what happen? Automatically will increase prices of goods and services. You should clearly understand this behavior. Then I'm going to pay attention second point. Second point is product. I'm going to pay attention product characteristic of monopoly, then product characteristic of monopolistic competition. Monopoly. What do you think about? Other firm can't enter the market due to barriers. Therefore, product is an unique one. What do you think about monopolistic competition market situation? Their products are differentiated. What do you think about market power? Already I have explained. Therefore, easily you can understand as well as you can find out real world example about market power. What do you think about monopoly market, monopolies market power? Monopolies can take decision to change market price as well as monopolies has high market power. What do you think about monopolistic competition? What do you think about? Under monopolistic competition, there are number of sellers, but they produce differentiated product. As an example, hotel industry. Hotel industry has many hotels. Their facilities are not same. You know, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, like this. Based on their facilities, we can categorize in different levels as well as based on facilities. Hotel can charge various charges. Charges of 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, like these prices. Why can they charge different charges? Due to product differentiation. Restaurant, you can compare normal hotel lunch price, then compare with average level quality restaurant lunch price and high branded restaurant lunch packet prices. Why? Due to product differentiation. Okay? Then you should pay attention into barriers. What to think about monopoly? There are number of barriers. Therefore, we can say entry barriers high. What do you think about monopolistic competition market? Low. If you like, you can produce product and enter the market. Low barriers. Price control. Price control matter. Already I have discussed within market power. Therefore, I'm not going to explain again. Price control is strong. Monopolies can change prices of goods and services. What are the examples? Pay attention, Sri Lankan tap water market or water market or tap water market, that is better to say, electricity market, industry. Then pay attention, railway industry. Price control is strong. What do you think about monopolistic competition? Certain level, firm can change market price because if firm decide to increase their prices by 100 to 200%, then other firm will react or customers may purchase other product. Why? There are alternatives. Therefore, some control of price is on the market, in the market. Okay. Then competition. What do you think about competition? Nothing. Only one producer. Then non-price competition. Right? Competition, none. But right, why? Based on the product differentiation, it may happen. Advertising. No need to advertise money. No need to spend money for advertising. Already you know. The second one, I think monopolistic advertising expenditure high. Why? Somehow firm shouldn't communicate their quality, their differentiation from their competitors, brand related brand reputation. They shouldn't brand reputation should be increased. For this purpose, firm can use advertising. Then next on long-term profit. What do you think of long-term profit? Firm can earn super normal profit due to monopolism situation of the market. What to think about? Normal profit can earn because firm can enter the market. Therefore, monopolistic competition market, firm can earn only normal profit. Customer's choice, limited, nothing to do, no? Only one firm, a firm controls entire market. Therefore, limited customer choice has existed within the market. What do you think about monopolistic competition market? Wide variety. Right now, I'm going to start the discussion of the theory. What is the market? Right. Actually, now it is easy because under first slide, I have explained key points of monopoly market structure as well as monopolistic competition market structure. Now I'm going to discuss the market structure, the monopolistic market structure. Monopolistic market structure can be categorized based on imperfect competition. Right? Pay attention. I have given a small definition for monopolistic competition. What is the definition? Imperfect competition refers to those market structure that fall between perfect competition and pure monopoly. Perfect competition and pure monopoly. You should clearly understand key difference of perfect competition and pure monopoly. Okay? Right. Under this point, I'm going to discuss under two key points. First key point, extremes. There are two major or key two market structures. First one, perfect competition market structure. Opposite side of the perfect competition market structure we call monopoly market structure. Under perfect competition market structure, you can say there are many firms as well as produce identical product. What do you think about monopoly? A firm control entire market. Okay, it's mean monopoly market structure. There is a one firm. What do you think about other two market structures? Other two market structures have created mix of original two market structures. It's mean mix of the characteristic of perfect competition market and monopoly. So it is called imperfect competition. There are two schemes. First one, oligopoly and monopolistic competition. What do you think about oligopoly market? Only a few sellers offer similar or identical product. Can you understand? Oligopoly, only a firm sells offer similar or identical product. Can you give example for oligopoly market? Sri Lankan example I'm going to give. Pay attention, telecommunication industry within our country. Telecommunication industry has a few number of telecommunication service suppliers. Their product are almost same, and there are few major firms which are continuing or which are control entire market. You know, major 3 or 4 service providers are controlling entire telecommunication industry market. Then you should pay attention monopolistic competition market. Under monopolistic competition market, there are many firms sell similar or almost same products. Can you give the example? Hotel industry. What do you think about hotel industry? Hotel industry controls by many firms, okay, many suppliers, many firms, or many hotels. Food and beverage industry. There are many food and beverage suppliers. Now I'm going to pay attention key characteristics of monopolistic competition market. What are the key characteristics of monopolistic competition market? First, many number of sellers, free entry and access, product differentiation. You should clearly understand there are number of example for monopolistic competition industries. What are the examples? So, toothpaste, restaurant, apartment, all these market are almost similar to monopolistic competition market structure. You should clearly understand key characteristics of monopolistic competition market. It's been theoretical points. Then you can pay attention local and global examples. I have explained local example, local food and beverage industry. Then pay attention hotel industry, restaurants. There are a number of examples. Then you should think international or global examples for monopolistic competition market structure. Now I'm going to pay attention key characteristics of perfect competition market. First characteristics is given. What is the first characteristic? Many sellers there are many sellers, many firms competing for the same group of customers. You should clearly understand, all firms are competing for the same group of customers. You know, food and beverage industry, then restaurants, then furniture industry. All the firms are competing to attract same customer group. Okay, now I'm going to pay attention. Product differentiation, major characteristic of product differentiation. It is important for us because you should clearly understand four major type of markets based on product differentiation. What do you think about product differentiation? You should clearly understand understand what is product differentiation. You should clearly understand. What do you think about product differentiation? I have given based on 4 points, 3 points. You should pay attention these four points. What do you think about it? First one, each firm produces a product that is at least slightly different from those of other firms. You shouldn't clearly understand this behavior. Each firm produces a product that is at least slightly different from those of other firms. As an example, if you check restaurant, what do you think about? If you select restaurant A and B, what do you think about their product? We can identify slice different from restaurant A and restaurant B products. You shouldn't clearly understand the situation. Why? Then easily you can identify tactical, local, and international examples. Then pay attention, second point. Rather than being price taker, each firm faces a downward sloping demand curve. You should clearly understand downward sloping. Each firm faces, firm-wise, not market. You should clearly understand key point under previous example, previous market structure I have mentioned. Monopoly firm demand equal firm demand. Then monopoly firm supply amount equal to firm supply amount. Why? One producer controls entire market. But monopolistic competition, under monopolistic competition, there are many producers. Okay? Therefore, their demand curve, downward sloping demand curve. Okay? Firm demand curve, downward sloping demand curve. If firm decide to increase the prices, then what happen? May decrease in quantity of demand. Until certain level, they can control their market due to product differentiation. But it is depend on product differentiation, right? Downward slope in demand. third point is the amount of monopoly power depends on degree of differentiation. I have mentioned for perfect competition market, no market power. Under monopoly market, high market power. What do you think about monopolistic competition? Monopolism power depend on the degree of differentiation. Now I'm going to pay attention. Next key point of monopolistic competition market. What is the next key point of monopolistic competition market? Free entry or access. What do you think under perfect competition market? I have clearly explained there is free entry and free access within the industry, within an industry. But what do you think about monopolistic competition market? Under monopolistic competition market also, there is free entry and free access. There is a free entry and access. Why? There's no barriers, minimum barriers. What is the example? Can you give an example? Hotel industry. Anybody can construct a hotel or rent out hotel premises. Then they can start their business. It's no issue. But some legal permissions, several legal permissions should be taken by the hotel owners, but generally free entry and free access. Firms can enter or access market without restriction. I think it is not difficult to understand. Then second point is the number of firms in the market adjacent until economic profit are zero. You should clearly understand not only free entry, there is a free existing also. If firm decide to exist from a market, they can exist. You should clearly understand why shouldn't firm exist from the market? Why firm should exist from the market? Already I have mentioned if firm earn supernormal profit, firm continue their business. If price equal to total cost, then somehow firm can continue their business, not long run, short run, firm can continue business. But price less than variable cost. Can you continue business? It is so difficult. Why? Due to less price, they can't recover their basic expenditure. Okay? Therefore, they may exit from the market. You should clearly understand. Right. Then I'm going to pay attention. Graphical presentation of perfect competition market. Monopolistic competition market. Microeconomic, there are number of method to explain theory as well as practical scenario. Among the method, Draft is a key method for explaining relevant theory as well as practical scenario. Today, I'm going to use a graph to explain monopolistic competition market situation. Pay attention. A monopolistically competitive firm earning profit in short run. Profit in short run. Pay attention. I have given a firm face a downward sloping demand curve. A demand curve shows within a graph downward sloping demand curve. Then what happened? This one called marginal revenue. Oh, right. Already I have explained what is mean marginal revenue. If we increase 1 unit of product, if increase 1 unit of product, then total revenue will increase certain level. If you calculate difference between existing quantity and new quantity and total change of the total revenue, if we divide it in change of total revenue by change of quantity, then you can calculate marginal revenue. Okay, then marginal, I have the graph has been given demand curve and marginal revenue curve. Then pay attention. There are two curves. What are the curves? Average total cost curve and marginal cost curve. You shouldn't clearly understand average total cost curve and marginal cost curve. Key characteristic of marginal cost curve and average total cost curve. What is the key characteristic? Average total cost curve is intersected by MC. What is the point? The minimum point of ATC, average total cost curve. You should clearly understand this behavior because you should decide profit maximum output of a firm. Profit maximum output can be decided based on two methods. Already I have explained both methods, therefore I'm not going to explain again, but I'm going to remind or recall a key point. What is the key point? Profit maximum output can be decided based on marginal revenue and marginal cost method. Can you understand? Marginal revenue equal to marginal cost, mean profit maximum output level. Here pay attention, profit maximum output level, MR equal to MC. I can explain. MR equal to MC level, this one. MR equal to MC. MR equal to MC, profit maximum output level. Then firm should produce this one to achieve their key objective. What is the key objective of the firm? Of a firm? Maximize the profit. To maximize the profit, firm should produce profit max output. Profit maximum output can be decided based on MR equal to MC method. Then this one MR equal to MC point. Can you understand? MR equal MC. The MR equal MC line can be continued until intersect demand. Then price. Okay, the price, firm price of the market price P. Then you can pay attention. Second point of the explanation. What is the second point? And based on this one, I can explain profit behavior. But what do you think the profit of a firm, of a competitive firm? Under short run, firm can earn supernormal profit. Why? Firm can earn supernormal profit. Pay attention. That's a supernormal profit. P and ATC. P is higher than ATC, average total cost. Therefore, firm can earn supernormal profit. Why? P higher than ATC. Then, what do you think about? After short period, other firm will come to a market due to supernormal profit. I have mentioned under perfect competition, monopolistic competition market, there is a free entry. There is a free entry and free access. Therefore, firm can enter to the market due to abnormal profit. Can you understand? Due to abnormal profit. Attract manufacturers. Due to attraction of manufacturers, then supply of an industry will increase. Due to increase of supply, the price of a product will decrease. Then after short period, this is an abnormal profit amount will vanish due to decrease of market price. Then I would like to explain firm view. What happened? Under short run, firm can earn supernormal profit, which I have explained under previous point. Then, due to increase of supply, market price will go down. Can you understand? Market price will go down. Due to decrease of market price, what happened? Firm will be existed from the market due to less or due to loss. Right? I have mentioned when I start the lesson, there is free entry and access. Now, can you understand market equilibrium of monopolistic competition? When we discuss equilibrium of monopolistic competition market, we should use key two areas or two time frame. First time frame is short period or short run. Short run firm can earn supernormal profit or loss, but actually supernormal profit. Due to supernormal profit, other firms come to market. Then what happen? Prices are go down. Then firms will firm can exit from the market. Then market supply amount decrease again. Therefore, prices will go up again. Right? Can you understand? Therefore, short run, firm can earn supernormal profit or loss. Supernormal profit or loss. Can you understand? Short run, under short run. Then I'm going to pay attention previously mentioned point. What is the point? If price less than ATC, then what will happen? Price less than ATC, average total cost. It's been minimum profit. Price less than, no, right, it's been loss. But short period, firm can continue their production process. Somehow they can cover variable costs. But after certain time period, price may decrease less than average variable cost. If price is decreased less than average variable cost, then what happens? Firm can't continue. Firms can't continue their production process, their operations. Then firm may decide to exit from the market. This is a general behavior of monopolistic competition firm. Somehow, profit maximum amount is the point which MR equal to MC. Okay, but firm can continue their business if firms operates their production process in efficient manner. Then they can survive. Other firms may exit from the market. Then you should pay attention key point of monopolistic competition and monopoly market. It is very important. What do you think about monopolistic competition and monopoly market? Under short run, monopolistic competition. Under short run, monopolistic competition, firm behavior is very similar to monopoly. Is very similar to monopoly. But at the long run, in monopolistic competition market exists free entry and free access. If firms are earning supernormal profit, other firms will come to the market. If their supernormal profit become to the loss, then they can't continue their business. Firm can exit from the market. Therefore, loan run firm are operating their operation under normal profit. That already I have explained. If loss, if firms operating with loss, they can't continue their business. Short period they can. After that, they should exit from the market. Same thing I have explained in another view. I have mentioned. I have clearly mentioned short-run firm can earn supernormal profit or loss, but long-run firm can earn normal profit. You should clearly understand. That I have clearly mentioned on the first point, entry and exit occurs. Like firm can can enter the market. If they like, they can exit from the market until P equal to ATC. What does mean ATC? Average total cost. PP mean price, ATC mean average total cost. Can you understand? Notice that the firm charges a markup of price over marginal cost and loss does not produce at minimum. You should clearly understand excessive situation under excessive market. Firm can earn supernormal profit or normal profit, supernormal profit or loss within short run. But long run, firm can earn normal profit. Right. Now I'm going to pay attention both behavior, it means short run behavior and long run behavior. You should clearly understand short-run behavior and long-run behavior. What do you think about short-run behavior? In short run, firm can earn supernormal profit. Is it okay? Pay attention. Short run, okay. Firm can earn supernormal profit. In other words, market price, PSR, but cost less than market price. Therefore, firm can earn supernormal profit per unit. Then supernormal profit per unit multiplied by number of units. Then total profit can be calculated. Okay, but if there is supernormal profit, other firms will encourage to the market, enter the market. Okay, then what happened? Supply of the market, of a market, increase. Then what will happen? It's meaning graphically, supply curve shift to right side. If supply curve shift to right side mean profit goes down. Price goes down. If prices goes down, then firm can exist until P equal to AC, average cost curve. It means profit maybe P mean price equal to average total cost per unit. Then what will happen? Until P equal to ATC, firm can continue their business. But price less than ATC. Then what happened? Price less than ATC. Then what happened? Price is less than ATC. It means they can't cover their cost. But short period firm can continue firm's operations. Why? Somehow they can cover cost, but price is less than variable cost. Then what happened? Price is less than variable cost. Then what happened? Firm can't continue their business due to loss. Due to loss. You should clearly understand this behavior. Then exit from the market. When I start the lesson, I have clearly explained there is an opportunity to enter the market without barriers, as well as if firm does not like to exist within market, they can exit from the market, no issue. Free entry and free exit. You should clearly understand. Then I'm going to pay attention to comparison between short run and long run. What do you think about short run situation? You should clearly understand what is the real situation of the short run. What do you think about short run situation? Firm can earn supernormal profit. What do you think about long run situation? Firm can't earn supernormal profit. Okay. Firm can earn normal profit. You should clearly understand this behavior. Then, right, as well as you should understand comparison between short run and long run within monopolistic comparison market. Now I'm going to pay attention. Next point. Right, I'm going to explain comparison between perfect competition and monopolistic competition. When I start the lesson, I have clearly explained comparison between monopoly market and monopolistic competition market. Under that explanation, I have explained focused on a number of points, but this one I'm going to discuss based on 6 points. Right. What is the market structure? Already you learn both market structures, perfect competition market structure. I have clearly explained under lecture session. Then today I have discussed monopolistic competition market structure. Pay attention, key point. Then you should think, right. Now you should think number of sellers. What do you think about perfect competition market and monopolistic competition market? You should think based on the based on our discussion. What happened? What is the real situation of perfect competition? What is the real situation of monopolistic competition? Compare number of sellers. What do you think about perfect competition market? What do you think about number of sellers? What is your idea? Right, I have given answer. Right, but I'm going to explain because previously I have explained comparison between comparison between monopoly market and monopolistic competition. But now I'm going to pay attention perfect competition and monopolistic competition. What do you think about number of sellers? Please, first check key characteristics of both market structures and try to fulfill two columns of two market structure. Can you give answer? Can you give answer? Perfect competition. You know, there are many sellers and buyers. What do you think of monopolistic competition market? Monopolistic competition market also monopolistic competition market exists at many sellers and buyers. I think no issue. You can understand based on practical scenarios. What is the example? What are the examples? Perfect comparison. I'm not going to discuss them again and again. Vegetable market. Then monopolistic competition. Food and beverage market. Then pay attention hotel industry. Then second point. Actually, same thing I have compared. I have compared between monopoly market and monopolistic competition market. Now I paid attention to perfect competition market and monopolistic competition market. I think it is not difficult. You can understand easily. Pay attention. First one, pre-entry and exit. What do you think about pre-entry and exit? Yes, there's no issue. Free entry and exist. Yes, exist. If they like, if they like, they can enter the market. Okay. If they like, they can exit from the market. Then third one, long run economic profit. What do you think about? Long run under both market structure. Firms can't earn supernormal profit. They can earn only normal profit. It's been zero. Right? What do you think about the products of perfect competition market and monopolistic competition market? Both markets behavior is almost same, but under perfect competition market, their products are identical, almost same. Vegetables. If you select beetroot, can you find out a huge difference? No, almost same. Therefore, you can choose a technical term, identical. Then what to think about monopolistic competition firm situation? What do you think about monopolistic competition situation? Monopolistic competition situation. Monopolistic competition situation. differentiation product. Hotels, then restaurant. What do you think about? Their products are not similar. There are differentiated product. Differentiated product. You can compare hotel facilities. Hotels mean the common word. But based on their facilities, as an example, room facilities, then other facilities. Hotels have been received grades 2 star, 3 star, 4 star like this. It's mean product differentiation. Then I'm going to pay attention. Firms has market power. What do you think about? No. Firms haven't market power within in a perfect competition market. But monopolistic competition market, certain level market power exists within a market. You should clearly understand. Therefore, we can say yes. Then last point is the demand curve. Demand curve is downward sloping curve. Right? What would right downward sloping demand curve or firm demand curve? I'm not going to say market demand curve, market demand, normal downward sloping demand curve. No. What do you think of firm demand curve? Demand curve facing a firm. What do you think about firm in competition market? Right? Already I have explained. What do you think about demand curve? Almost parallel to price line. Sorry, quantity. It's in parallel. Firms can supply any quantity at a price which was decided by demand and supply. Can understand? Vegetable farmers. Farmers can supply any amount. But right, they should accept the price market. As an example, market price 100, 500. Then vegetable farmers can supply supply any quantity. It's mean kilogram. As an example, price of a kilogram. If we assume 500, then farmers can supply any quantity. No issue. Can you understand? Can you understand? Right. You should clearly understand that situation. It's mean horizontal demand line. Why? When we compare with the market supply amount and a farmer's supply amount, what do you think about? A farmer's supply amount may be less than 1% or 2%, 1% less than 1%. Therefore, a farmer supply amount or a farmer's supply amount not affect to the market. If he can, if he like, he can supply. Otherwise, he can keep their vegetable product. No issue. But if he like, farmer can supply any amount. Therefore, demand line is horizontal. The second point of the explanation is based on monopolistic competition. What is the real situation of monopolistic competitive situation. I have mentioned when I start the lesson, there is a product differentiation. Therefore, each firm has identical demand line, downward sloping demand line. But shape of the demand line depends on product differentiation. Can you understand? Somehow firms face, you should clearly understand, firms are facing downward sloping demand curve. Can you understand? Therefore, firm can earn supernormal profit in short run, but in long run, they can't earn supernormal profit. Already, I have explained the reason. Right? Actually, the most important part of the discussion is identify is to identify what are the key characteristics of perfect competition market, what are the key characteristics of monopolistic competition market. Then how perfect competition market is different from monopolistic competition market, as well as a student should understand how monopoly market is differentiated from monopolistic competition. All these explanations are very important for the firm. Can you understand? Then I have given a small question. I think it is not difficult. The student can answer without difficult. Within my sessions, I have clearly explained key points of three market structures. Final market structure or fourth market structure I'm going to discuss on the next session. When I start the session, I have mentioned I would like to conduct session based on shortened time gaps. Why? If I conduct 2 hours session or 3 hour session, it's maybe difficult to pay your attention. Therefore, except one lesson, all other lessons have been limited 1 or 1.5 hours. Right? Pay attention to this question. What is the question? Why monopolistic competition is less efficacy than perfect competition? That already I have explained under previous session. What? What is the previous session? What I say? Perfect competition market, there is a huge competition. Therefore, without their efficiency, firms can't continue their business. Can you understand? But under monopolistic competition market, if firm develop good brand image, then they can survive certain time period under inefficient situation. Why? Due to brand name, due to brand name, you should clearly understand, due to brand name. Firm encourages, firm encourage, no, sorry, customers encourage to purchase their product. But within the industry, within a firm, may exist an inefficiency. This efficiency, inefficiency loss may include within a price. But due to reputation of the brand, customers may purchase their product. Okay, until certain time period, they can continue their business with less efficient manner. Can you understand? Therefore, you should clearly understand exist situation. I have given a question. Can you give the answer? Can you give answer? Okay, I think it is not difficult because I have given exact point to summarize or to mm, centralize your answer. Can you understand? Monopolistic competition is less efficient than perfect competition market. Perfect competition market, right? I'm going to explain same point in different way, in different view. It's been under my discussion, I have clearly explained perfect competition market products are almost similar. Therefore, customers may not depend on their brand name. Why? No need. Their products are almost similar. Therefore, customers can purchase AO, BOC like this. There are a number of sellers. But monopolistic competition market in certain level characteristics are certain level different because there are many firms. It is correct, but considerable product differentiation can be identified in a monopolistic competition market. Therefore, customers may believe product may firm A products are higher than quality product than B. Therefore, until certain level, they may depend on their brand, firm brand. You should clearly understand. It may happen within the industry. Within industry, we can give Sri Lanka local example as well as global example, especially pay attention electric items. Brand name is the most important assist. Why? If firm develop good brand name within the industry, then customers automatically attract to purchase their product. I can give example. Pay attention. Right, we can't say 100% monopolistic competition, but I'm going to discuss one example. Apple phone. What happened? Customers believe Apple phones are high quality phone within phone industry. Therefore, they like to pay additional payment to purchase Apple phones. Right. Same type of example you can find out within our country also. But I'm not going to explain because already I have explained key point and characteristics of three market structures. Therefore, second part of the lesson, I have discussed practical examples for three type of markets. Now you should think application part of the theory, but it is difficult to explain because if I give examples, some student may think it's not suitable. Yes, okay. When you give answer for the question, you should justify your answer. But it is difficult to say, right? Hotel industry or hospital industry. Example for monopolistic competition, no. Oligopoly. Sometimes there are argument. Why? Some industry consists subsections. Subsection wise may not correct. As an example, you should clearly understand. You shouldn't understand hospital industry or hospitals. But hospitals industry consists in subsections. What are the subsections? Room service, then specialist services, then laboratory services. I can say hospital industry, but there are subsections. Subsection wise, my explanation, my example may not correct. Therefore, my duty completed. Okay. Now you should think practical example based on the theory. Right now, I'm going to pay attention why monopolistic competition is less efficient than perfect competition. I have given points. Right. I have given points. I'm not going to explain more why. You should clearly understand why monopolistic competition is less efficient than perfect. Right. I have given access capacity. But previously, I have explained without slides. I have explained key points, but now you can easily understand. What do you think about? First point, less capacity, markup over the marginal. What do you think about? Monopolistic competition operate on the downward sloping part of the ATC average cost curve. Product less than the cost minimize out. Under perfect competition, product are quantity than minimum ATC. You should clearly understand access capacity. The monopolistic competition operates on the downward sloping of ATC, average total cost curve. You should clearly understand. Already I have explained behavior of the demand curve. Okay, right, of perfect competition as well as monopoly. Then pay attention, markup under monopolistic, markup price higher than MC. But what do you think about perfect competition market situation? What do you think about perfect competition market? You should clearly understand. What do you think about perfect competition market situation? Price equal to MC. Price equal to MC. Right? Based on these key point, two key point, actually I have summarized answer based on two key points. What are the key points? excess capacity, markup over the marginal cost. Based on these 2 points, you should summarize your answer. Can you understand? Then you should pay attention. Comparison with differentiated product. Right? I think it's very important or interesting point. What is mean product differentiation? How it is linked with? How is it linked with practical example? Product differentiation is most important value of the firm, of a firm. If firm develop product differentiation from the normal competitors' product, then firm can earn benefits due to product differentiation. Therefore, everybody should pay attention. What is product differentiation? How is product differentiation create benefit to a firm? Then what are the practical examples for product differentiation? Right? These things you can pay attention. Now I'm going to conclude this session. And the next session, I'm going to pay attention, continuation of for monopolistic competition market and final market structure, fourth market structure, oligopoly market structure, I'm going to discuss under final lesson. It's also I'm going to conduct within 1.5 hours. I'm going to spend around 1.5 hours. End of the last session, I'm going to explain key review questions also. Okay, thank you very much.